Newbie here, Scout Sniper Airsoft, bringing you another review today. Today I'm going to be reviewing this, the brand new King Arms Blaser R93 LRS1. For those of you who have followed my blog at all, I've been blogging about this and wanting it ever since about October of last year when I first found out it was available overseas. Well, finally, this gun is now available in the US market. Evike currently is the only place that I've seen it posted or listed for sale. They have it for sale for around $220. You know, to avoid having a super long, ridiculously long review video, I'm going to break it up into a couple of sections. I'm going to show you, first of all, just the external features, quality of the gun, and what the components are. Second video that I'm going to put a link up to is going to be the accuracy. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to shoot the crap out of this thing, find out how accurate it is in its stock configuration. In the future, I'm going to put some takedown videos, how to take the thing apart, trigger video, talking about the hop-up. First of all, you'll notice about the gun this ridiculously ugly orange flash hider sitting right up here. That's got to go because it's hideous. The flash hider itself doesn't look that bad, but it's a big piece of orange on the front. So don't let that sway your opinion on how cool this gun actually is, because that's pretty ugly. You know, if you've been following this gun at all, Evike's posted some stuff, and I've seen some other posts anywhere talking about the features, so I'm not going to go really too in depth on them. But you got your adjustable cheek rest here via 2 Allen screws. Cheek rest goes up and down. You have adjustable butt plate, that goes up and down as well. Monopod on the bottom, it's a pretty quick release up and down, kind of a cool feature. Let's see, you got the straight bolt pull design, so instead of going up and over, you just come straight back to cock it. I'm gonna go ahead and fire it there. Trigger I haven't gotten into yet, but it looks completely unique. I'm not sure if it's compatible with anything else. I'll put a video up on that. Magazines up here, you got an external adjustable hop-up. Comes with a rail adapter for a Harris style bipod that you can mount up here as well. The scope is not included. This is one of my other scopes that I went ahead and put on this for the accuracy portion that I'm going to be doing. So yeah, so there's your rifle there. It's pretty good. I'll go ahead and show you my unboxing here real quick, and then some of the internal components and the quality of the gun itself.
The King Arms Blaser R93 LRS1 came packaged very well in a nice clean box with plenty of pictures and descriptions on the side. First, inside the box was a reference guide, as well as the full manual. The manual itself is several pages. It has very accurate descriptions and pictures of how to take apart the rifle, the main function of the rifle, and some other ins and outs. The manual is well written and is completely in English, which makes it very easy to read. The body of the gun, while made of plastic, has a very solid, dense feel to it. There's only a couple of drawbacks to it, in that there's these few stickers that are easily removed, and then a Made in China stamp on the lower receiver. It's subtle and difficult to see. On the underside of the gun there is an obvious seam line. The upper receiver itself has a unique design in that it's composed of 2 pieces, a front and a back piece. And jamming rod. The magazine is made of plastic and feels kind of flimsy. It can hold 50 rounds and is also unique solely to this gun, as I've never seen this type of magazine for any other weapon before. mounting hardware to attach the upper receiver pieces to the body of the gun. The speed loader is your standard 90 round speed loader. Comes with an adapter to help feed on the magazine. The Blaser LRS1 chronographed pretty consistently, averaging at around 432 feet per second with 0.2 gram BBs. The trigger system, I believe, is unique to this rifle as well, in that it doesn't look like anything out there, and the way it mounts to the body is unique. The sears themselves are made out of all aluminum, so they're metal, as well as the housing, I believe, is made of steel. It seems to be a very high-end design. It seems to be similar to a M or a Z trigger. The hop-up appears to be unique to this weapon only. It doesn't appear to have any sort of compatibility with any of the other rifles out on the market. It appears to have a solid design, but the use of plastic pieces being in both the adjusting portion as well as the hop-up control arm seems to be a little shaky. King Arms was definitely thinking when they put this gun together, in that the stock barrel is an AEG cut barrel, which is great for aftermarket upgrades. The bucking as well is AEG compatible. Based off of the accuracy of this weapon, the stock barrel I do not believe is a Type bore. Its length is 490 millimeters and is not crowned at the end. I'm 95% certain that the cylinder internals are VSR compatible. I don't have any VSR parts anymore, so I can't tell you with 100% certainty, but based off of my experience and the way these look, I'm pretty confident that they are. The weakest point of this rifle, I'd say, are these internals here, with the plastic spring guide, the plastic piston. Piston head seems to be alright. The only saving grace is the tapered cylinder head at the front. I seriously doubt that these plastic components can take any sort of upgraded spring. Anything in the 5 to 550 to 600 FPS range is just going to crack these plastic internals.
For all you lefties out there, I'm sure you're probably wondering if you can flop the bolt handle over. Well, in the current configuration, there is no way to actually do that. There's a small indent on the actual bolt handle that lines up with one of the trigger sears. If you were to flip this over, it would no longer be in line, and the bolt handle wouldn't cock back all the way or slide forward in its forward position. The outer barrel itself has built-in barrel spacers that aren't removed. I don't know yet if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but it's nice that they're built in instead of the flimsy ones that usually come with the stock ones. The barrel fits in pretty tight and seems like it'll do a good job holding it in place and reducing any vibrations. All in all, the Blaser R93 LRS1 is a great gun. For only costing in the $200 to $300 range, its performance is very well. It's very well built. The biggest downfalls or any cons that I have to say about it are the plastic internals aren't really that great. The compatibility on internals, however, leaves it plenty of room for upgrades. The plastic magazine, it seems a little chintzy and a little weak. There may be issues there, although I didn't have any feed problems, and I probably put around 200 rounds through it and didn't have any feeding problems. The other is the plastic pieces on the hop-up. You know, I like to see all metal pieces normally on hop-ups, and they seem kind of flimsy, but as long as you don't go crazy with it, it should work pretty well. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more videos on this. Shortly I'll have, I'm going to do a whole breakdown on the hop-up for the Blaser R93, and I'm going to do a full breakdown on the trigger, show you how to take it apart, different pieces and whatnot. So yeah, go ahead and subscribe, check out my other videos. Thanks for watching.